Hello everyone, welcome back to the ASP.NET MVC Complete Course series. In the previous video, we have created our first Hello World project in MVC. Now it's time to go deeper and truly understand what MVC architecture means and how the model, view and controller work together to make your app run smoothly. By the end of this video, we will learn to understand the MVC architecture in detail, also the responsibilities of model, view and controller, and we'll also learn how a user request flows through the MVC pipeline. Alright, we'll also create a small demo showing how the controller connects view and the model. So first of all, let's create a new project. So click on new project, ASP.NET Core Web App Model View Controller, click on next. So here we can give the meaningful name, let's say part 4 MVC, and I have a location. Let's change the location, click on next, uncheck this configure HTTPS, create. So it will create our project. So as I have already mentioned, what MVC is, so MVC stands for Model View Controller. So if you see this newly created project, if I open the controller, so we have this controller. So this is C in our project. Model, so this is a model, so this is M in our project. And we have also views. So for the home controller, we have a separate home folder. Within that, we have multiple views. So this is V in our MVC architecture. All right. Now, let's see how MVC request flow is. If I open this home controller, and if you see here this index, so this index is a view. All right, how we can get to know? Just right click on it and click on go to view. Let's click on it. If you see here, it is directly pointing to this index.html page. Within that, views and home controller. Home is the same as your controller name. So that's how when we hit any request, then it goes to a particular view associated to that action method. All right, so we can also see this is the action method, and this is associated with your index.cshtml view. All right. Now, whenever we try to hit this particular action method, then the request goes to the controller. In this case, this is our home controller, and whatever logic we have written within our action method, it processes logic or interacts with the model if there is any data, and again controller sends data to the view. View is what? Our UI part here. All right, and then based on our logic and based on our process data, view renders an HTML page and sends it back to the browser. All right, so if you see the simple, if I show you, so user request comes, it goes to the controller, then it goes to a particular model, then based on a model and the logic, it processes your data, then again it goes to your controller, and then from controller it goes to your view and it shows your complete UI. So this is the flow behind every MVC request. The controller sits in the middle and it coordinates between data and your presentation, means your UI. So let's quickly create a simple demo. So within the model, we already have a models folder. So here, let's right click, add, click on class. So we are going to create a model. So simply give it a name student, hit enter. So it has created a class with the name student within this model folder. And now let's quickly give some properties. So public int id and get set. So these will help us to get and set the properties. Now if you see, if you want, you can simply you write the complete details. Otherwise we have a shortcut. Simply type prop, hit enter, then sorry, hit tab, then you have to change your data type and then the name. So let's say name, again prop, hit tab, and let's have another property called let's say course. So this is our model. So we have a class model with the name student, and within that we have three properties: ID, name, and course. Very simple and straightforward, simple class. Okay. Now let's go to your controller. In that case, we have a home controller. So let's quickly add one more controller. Right click on this controller folder, click add. So here if you see we have API controllers, but no, in our case we will go to MVC and the controller, and in this MVC controller empty, click on add. Here we need to change the controller name. Let me quickly give it hello controller, click on add. So it has added our controller. If I let's save all. So if you see here the difference, if I right click and go to view, it will not go. See, unable to find a matching view. So it means we only have a action method, but we don't have any associated view for this particular action method. All right. Now, if you see here, let's quickly add a view over here. Right click, razor view empty, add index. Now it has created a folder with the name of controller means hello, and it has added a index.cshtml file. Save this. Let's go back to our hello controller. So here within this index action method, we have to add our class and give some dummy values. So here let's use where student. So we have to add the reference. So if you press control dot control space, so it will show you the details, or if you hover on it, so from here it should display the reference. Let's say if new student, yeah, so it has added your, oops, my bad, I guess instead of part 5 I have given the dollar. Okay, that's no issues. So we have added this where student is equal to new student, and now if you see here, if I press I, so it will automatically display all your properties. All right. So let's give ID as 1, comma. The second property is name. Let's give Rohit Sharma. And then the third one we have taken is course. Let's say ASP.NET MVC tutorial. Okay. So we have added a student with the details ID, name, and course. So this student is our, let me use the small one. So this is our object, all right, student class. Here within this written view, let's quickly add our student, save. So what it will do, it will, when we try to process this particular URL, so hello slash index, then it will execute this particular block, and it create a reference of your student class with these properties, and it returns this particular object with these values to this particular view. What is the view? If you go to view, so this is our within this hello folder and index.cshtml. All right. Now let me quickly delete everything. At the rate, quickly give the title view data title is equal to student details, and here student details, and quickly have a paragraph tag, and let's also use the bold tag. And now at model, let me see if we can get it. Okay, I think I can copy it from here. Yes, let's copy this dot. Yeah, we can get the reference. So this is the okay, I this is the typo also. So part underscore MVC dot. So basically make sure when you give your project name, so you will be careful. So project name, then models dot student. Okay, so now within this bold tag, what we have to do is simply say at the rate model dot. If you see, the moment you press dot, it automatically goes to this model which you have taken the reference, and here we can simply say model dot id. Let's have another paragraph tag and a bold tag at the rate model dot name. Similarly, let's have another property which is at the rate model dot course. Okay, so what we have done is we have created a view, I mean the HTML part. So we have imported our model from the models folder. Let me quickly save it here, and then here within the HTML using, so basically this is what, this is a razor syntax. All right, so razor syntax means we can use the C# code you within that HTML. Okay, so that makes it as a razor syntax. So here the controller created a model object and passed it to the view, and then view displayed the data using razor syntax. All right, now let's try to run this project, and we'll see if we try to hit this view using this controller, and we will see the details on the browser. So it is running the local server. Here it is. Now if you see why, this is the default home controller, and if you notice within the program.cs file, so this is the default routing. So that is why it is by default going to home controller and the index method. Now how we can see this particular details, go to the URL and try to append home hello. So congratulations, you just saw the full MVC flow in action. So the data created in the controller, it passed via model and it rendered in the view. All right, so this is how we process a complete request cycle using MVC application. Let me quickly go back. So let's quickly recap what we have learned today. So basically MVC stands for model view controller. Each part has its own responsibility, as we have already seen. The controller acts as a coordinator between your model and view. You saw how data flows through the MVC pipeline, and we built a small example that ties all three together. All right. So you just learned one of the most fundamental concept of ASP.NET MVC. So in the next video, we'll learn how to pass data from your controller to view using view data, view back, and temp data. So stay tuned and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for next update. So I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.